Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Carrie's Gardening Channel. Today is October the 3rd, 2018, and I'm here with one of my blazing star plants. Now the botanical name for it, I'm going to be putting it on here. There's like 4 or 5 different ways to actually pronounce this name. I believe it's pronounced liatris. But there are different pronunciations for it, so I tried to find the best one that I could. But today I'm going to be showing you how to harvest seeds from this. Now, this is hardy. It's a hardy perennial in zones 3 to 10, and it can take sun to partial sun and shade, and it does bloom in the summertime. It gets about 32 inches tall, and it does come in purple, and it also comes in white. So this is a purple one here. You can see it shoots a spike up, and you can see down here how the foliage comes out. Now this is a younger plant. I just planted these, I believe, last year. So I'm going to show you here how to collect the seeds. I have my little harvest bucket over here. And these are the seeds up here. You can see they're actually already trying to take off. The wind's blowing here. Oops, I have these loose, so I'm going to show you here what the seeds look like. And the wind will take these seeds and make them travel when the wind blows. So the part, hold on here a minute. The pointy part on the back of the fuzzy part is the seed. The black part's the seed. So what I will be doing with these is when I collect them, so what I will do, whoops, the wind's blowing them away. When I collect my seeds here, is I will be putting them in an envelope then, and I will be storing the envelope in a Ziploc bag, and I will be putting it in the refrigerator. Now, being that these are a perennial, if you are going to be sowing them indoors, they need a cooling period to help the seed break dormancy. So we do that by putting them in the refrigerator. You could put them in the freezer. Just make sure they're in the Ziploc bag, and make sure that there's no hole in the Ziploc bag. And then when you're ready to plant them, you can just take them out and plant them. Now, another benefit to storing your seeds in the refrigerator is it will actually make them last longer. Now, if you don't want to put them in the refrigerator, you can put them in like a shoebox and in the envelope. You put the seeds in the envelope and then put them in the shoebox, and you can store them in a cool, dark place. But the seeds won't last as long as they will if you keep them in the refrigerator. So, as you can see, there's more seeds on here. And there's a whole lot more seeds on here, as you can see. So, you get quite a lot of seeds out of this. Now, you can also do a winter sowing method where you use like milk jugs, and you cut the milk jug, a clear milk jug, in half and let it attach back where the handle would be, and you punch holes in the bottom of the milk jug, and you fill it like with a Miracle Grow or whatever choice potting mix you use, and you can put the seeds in there, put the top back on, tape it up, and let it out all winter, and then they should start coming up for you when the weather conditions get right. It'll actually create like a little greenhouse in there, and they'll come up. So that's another option too. I know a lot of people do that. I do that for my annuals. So there's 2 different ways there to do those. So I'm going to be collecting the seeds off of here. Haven't quite decided yet. I might just direct sow them out somewhere and just let them go and let them come up on their own then. So that's something I'll have to figure out and decide. Now, one thing I have heard about with this particular plant is it can be invasive. Now, I've never had that issue, and I've never had that happen to me. Could be the conditions of the ground that it's growing in. That's a possibility. Another thing about the blazing star is it attracts a lot of butterflies, and the bees love it too, so it's a really good pollinator. So if like you want to attract the pollinators to your gardens, you could plant this kind of intermixed plant, and it should help bring the bees into your vegetable plants. So that's another option there. And if you choose to direct sow your seeds out, make sure that you do label where you put them. And I know, like, if you're scattering them out or broadcasting them or something like that, you're not gonna know where all of the seeds fell. But just kind of make a little note, like, hey, in this flower bed, kind of in this area, I put the seeds of blazing star there, so that when it starts coming up, you know that there's a potential that it's a flower and not a weed. Because that has happened already in our flower beds, where something accidentally got pulled out that was a flower and not a weed, but it got pulled out for a weed. So that's just a little tip that I like to give. I try and mark all of my stuff when I direct seed it out, or write it down somewhere what I did with them, so that I know that there's a chance that it could be a flower there and not all weeds. So if you like my video, please like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, you can leave them below and I'll try and answer them for you. Please don't forget to hit that little notification button. I'll tell you when I put a new video on. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye.